Jewish mothers, David, don't even believe in homosexual.
Jewish mothers
They don't believe in homosexual. You say, if you tell my mother that a man is walking down the street in a dress and he's not totally straight, my mother say, "Oh, you're kidding."
Get out of
there.
He looks sweet. He looks very sweet.
Leave him alone. They don't know from that.
Well, what do you mean? They refuse to.
So imagine what it's
I
like
think
when you're going to be an actor.
The word for homosexual with the Jewish mother is neat. Very neat.
Yeah.
Very neat. Everything in place, and sits good, and the wonderful manners. Very neat. He don't spit in the luxury. I mean, he's very neat. They like that. They like neat appearance.
Well, could a Jewish man tell his mother he's a homosexual? David, do you think? Well, how would he?
What would it do? I mean, to what end?
No, suppose she was hacking at him all the time. You got to get married. I'd like to introduce you. My friend down the block has a wonderful daughter.
Mom, I want you to meet Larry. Mom, this is Larry, and we're taking up residence together. We picked out some floral designs in our drapes.
But she couldn't conceive of that.
She would say, "Where do you want to eat?"
Yes.
She'd say, "Where do you want to eat?" I mean, they wouldn't deal with it. They would go to another subject. I don't believe him.
I don't know whether this is exclusive to Jewish mothers, though, is it, do you think? Do you think that...
A Jewish, Italian, I think they're all, any...
Yeah, is there such a thing as a Jewish mother?
Yeah, well, look for a lady in a print dress.
That could be Italian.
Right.
Could be
Can they
Irish.
live with the idea of drunkenness? Can they live with the idea that you're just hitting the bottle?
Drunkenness, as Dan pointed out, is not a Judaic thing. A drunken is what the Gentiles do according to the innate Jewish feeling. So it becomes a symbol of following in the path of another person, of another custom.
Well,
I think that's why the liquor is so...
But Jews are hooked on food. They eat a lot. They keep eating and eating.
Less and less. Less and
But
less.
that's apocryphal. I mean, that's not true. I mean, there is the JAA, right?
What is the... All right, I'll try it. What is the JAA?
Jewish Alcoholics Anonymous.
Anonymous.
I mean, but Jews do, of my generation, I guess, the second and third generation Jews drink heavily. I mean, as heavily as anybody drinks. I mean, so that's...
How do you think J and B Scotch got
How does your mother... How did your mother face the fact that Mel drinks?
Well, I mean, she started me.
She did?
Yeah, there was... First in went the Manischewitz, and then a little spritz of seltzer, and that was the beginning. I started feeling good.
There is a biblical precedent for drinking in a Jewish, and that's Noah. Noah drank.
Yes.
I mean, that's...
The bris. They put wine on the cotton. You
They
start
put
drinking
wine on the
straight.
cotton. The cotton. Oh, you came so close to making this place a garage. You'll never...
I'll pause again while we're still safe. Do you think that, did you think the Portnoy's complaint, fellas, we're back with
on the air?
people. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you think the Portnoy's complaint was a fair characterization of the month? No.
Well, I think it's an extension of an innate truth, of a truth.
Yes, I do too.
Are there Jewish qualities in the 12 chairs? Is
Only
there a
in the-
Jewish overlay?
The chairs are Jewish to begin with, aren't they? I mean, right? The minute you come in, take a seat. There is something strange. There's something strange about a Jewish man of 67. Something weird, if I might add, about a Jewish man of 67. He's usually a father-in-law. You greet him at the door. It's raining, and you say, "Dad, it's so good to see you. Won't you come in?" And he says, "No, I'm all right. I'm all right here." You say, "You came to see us. It's raining, Pop. Come on in. Come on." "No, it's good here. I'm all right." Pop, give me your coat and your hat and come on in." "Oh, all right, all right." "Okay. How you doing, Pop?" "Oh, I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm all right, all right." Sit down. Take the club chair." "No, I was good standing here." "Have a piece of fruit." No, we ate in the car." You notice that strange thing with the... They just don't want to be a bother. And so they overcompensate by being insane. And it's true. It's true.
Do you find that to be true in your memories?
No.
No. Your father came in quickly, sat down, and began eating?
No, he was always there.
He was
I have
there.
nothing to say about this at all. Nothing funny or serious or anything at all.
Why, the guys that are single, is that any kind of reaction against the Jewish mother syndrome?
To stay single?
To stay single?
No.
No, I used to say single because it's so much fun. You know.
You haven't met the right girl.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. Many times. I keep on looking for her.
Hello?
And she disappears. I know. Why? Single as a reaction? No, single is good. It's a reaction to get married, you know.
Well,
My father was a stronger figure in the family than my mother. See, my father was the more liberal Jew and more intelligent. He accepted me more for what I was than my mother. He accepted me for exactly what I was, a punishment from God. And he was, you know, my mother used to hit me all the time. My mother was the hitter in the family. Always hit. It never bothered me.
And when they hit you, they say, you're killing
You're
me!
killing me!
What are you doing to my life? What do you want from my life?
But my father used to do something that was more terrifying than everything. And my brothers and I used to call it the Peggy Lee. He used to go, we couldn't hear what he said. And we knew that if he got us, that was all. He never hit us. He used to do the Peggy Lee. You come in. I skipped school once for, I think, 28 days. And I gave my...
A minor infraction.
Yeah, I gave my Aunt Dussie a terminal disease. And I kept on elaborating on it. And my father met me as I was coming out of the Odeon Theater in Canada. And
You're from Toronto.
From Winnipeg, Western. My eyes hadn't quite focused to the light, you know. Like I'd been in the theater for 38 days, every afternoon. I'd seen Tunes of Glory, a very boring movie, 7 or 8 times, because in Winnipeg the movies don't change, and my eyes hadn't quite focused, and my father was at the back of the bus, you know. And I saw him, and there was no way to get off. And from the back of the bus, he went, and I burst into tears, and the bus driver hadn't seen any of this brutality that I claimed. But see, my father was very different. My father was also more liberal. You see, my father used to say, if you don't eat kosher food, nothing happens. Your stomach drops out. So it's up to you. Go out into the world.
What kind of provocation would bring forth a hit from your mother? Anything?
A smile. Yeah.
Morning.
Could I have some more rice with milk? I like your Kraft macaroni and cheese dinner for the 38th day in a row. You too. That would get a hit.
Was violence the rule of your home?
Never, no,
Never.
Not the rule of my home. And for me, the designer, you know, a Jewish designer in a Jewish household from New Jersey, very close. It was a very strange thing. You talk about a mother or a father sort of giving up on the son. They went the other direction until the son became successful. It was a hard scene for them. I mean, hard scene for them.
Was a designer a terrible fall for
Well,
the
it is a terrible
son?
fall. He liked fabric. He wasn't going to be a lawyer, that was for sure. My parents never were strong about anything. They didn't say you couldn't do this or you couldn't do that. They said, if you're happy, do it, but be successful at it. Make it a success. I grew up in the syndrome where if you weren't successful, you just sort of beat yourself on the head, fell flat on your face.
Yeah, but that's a myth, too, about the lawyer and the accountant. No Jewish mother wants their son to be a lawyer. They want to be a singer like Tony Bennett. You know, to have that look and to play. No one wants a doctor or a lawyer anymore. That's an arcade.
Well, of course, in my time, they did want a doctor or a lawyer. They wanted, or a fabric salesman, but not a designer.
But George, they must have wanted a doctor or lawyer in your house because to become an actor.
No, there are no
down.
doctors or lawyers in our house or in our family anywhere.
Well, why were they so despairing when you became an actor? What had they wished for you?
Well, my father was dead at that time.
Right. Your mother then?
Yes, my mother. Now, would you restate the question, please? Because
I did father dying.
Yeah, right. I'm not doing that. It's a statement of fact.
You keep your father's death off the show. We had a death already here. Early on in the show. Did very well. Let's not reprise.
What did your mother want you to be?
Beats me. I have no idea. I think she wanted me to go to college and then go into the world, I guess maybe...
And be a debutante.
And be a debutante. Wear a dress. That's right. Be elegant. Right.